Anishinaabe elder Mary Ellen Baker introduces her daughter Eunice Zamora.
Oh, Buju, Neo Gishu Goku in the Shinakas, Biju Dudem. Um, my name is Mary Ellen Baker, and my Indian name is Neo Gishu Gukwe, which means um, woman of four skies. I'm going to take this off for a while. And I want to introduce my daughter, Eunice, and she has been helping us, and helping the women in water. She's been staying in the background for a lot of years and hasn't been showing herself, but she's been doing a lot of things for women in water. She dedicates her life to a good way of life, and she's such a big support for me, and I like being with her because we have a lot of fun. We're humorous. We talk a lot. We talk deep, and she has an amazing story, and she has an amazing talent, as you'll see. And she wants to, in her own way, she wants us to do this work, and she shows it by what she does to help us. So I want to introduce you to her, and to listen to her, and say prayers for all of us too. Say prayers for the talent that she has, and you'll see for yourself. Miigwech.
Okay. Wuju. Kweden Nukwe and the Shinakas. Magazine and Dudam. Odawasa Kakanin Nindunjaba. My name is Eunice Zamora. I am Mary Ellen Baker's daughter. I don't know, I guess I wanted to get on here and kind of explain about what I do to help my mother. I'm too bashful to stand up in front of people and talk and stuff like that. So I guess I figured out a way to help in the background, besides the cooking that I do for them and stuff like that. I also make these dolls. They're, I guess when I pick out a doll, they usually start out as pretty much like, I don't know, like a little raggedy doll, you know, but I see it as something else when I first see it, and that's kind of how I pick it out, is if I can see what I want to do to it, then I get it, you know. When I start on the dolls, sometimes it's like I can see what I want it to look like, but then sometimes it's like it just kind of comes to me sometimes, you know. I guess I envision it, you know. Sometimes maybe it comes from a dream or something, but the majority of the time it just kind of like pops into my head when I'm looking at the doll or stuff like that. And so when I first get them, they kind of look like this. This is one doll that I see her, how I want to make her. And this is what they start out as, you know, pretty dirty and raggedy and, you know, just cute. But when I get done with her, you know, she'll look totally different. And then this is another one I'm starting, and I I really like this doll. It kind of reminds me of me, you know. I like the hair, but she's going to be a jingle dress dancer, and this is the dress that I made for her, and this is going to go on her, and that's, you know, this when I do these, this is what comes to me, you know. It's like I don't see it right away, but sometimes it takes me a while, you know. It doesn't come right away what I want it to be, and I think with her it took almost maybe a year before I decided what I wanted to do with her. And then this is another one, Paula the paddle. and I right away, you know, he was telling me about it, and I envisioned what I wanted to look like. And so I asked him to go ahead and draw a face, which I think they did really awesome. And so this is the beginning of this one, and it's gonna look different when I get done with it. But it's really awesome. They did a really good job. This guy is a corn doll. It's he has corn with corn husk doll. He was really rugged too when I first started on him. A lot of my dolls don't have faces, and I do that sometimes because for me, it like represents everybody. He's a little traditional dancer. He started off just with the corn husk in the head, and his little shirt. But I added a little vest and beaded vest and a beaded chest plate, I guess they call them. And he's got a little tobacco pouch, and he's got little moccasins and bells. He's got the full outfit. I'm really proud of that one too. I like the way it turned out. But my pride and joy is this one. I think I really did a good job on this one. This one is kind of like a representation of Women in Water. She has the Women in Water Coming Together crown, and she has no face also too, because it represents all women. And I made her hair blue and black because I think it's your hair is a part of you, and it's also it can represent who you are, you know, and nowadays, you know, women can do what they want with their hair, you know. So I wanted to do that with hers, and I think it turned out pretty good. I like the blue and the black hair. I dye my hair sometimes too, and I get kind of crazy once in a while. Haven't for a long time, but she is I want to say a fancy dancer. She has the ribbon skirt and the ribbon shirt. I made her moccasins, and I'm really proud of this doll. I really like this doll. I haven't gave her a name, just like with him. I haven't gave him a name yet. I guess it hasn't come to me yet, what I want to name them. But then again, I was thinking maybe I'll let the person who purchases it or bids on it, if they win it, let them name it, you know. But yeah, these dolls are are for the auction, the silent auction that they do throughout the year. And that's kind of my way of helping, contributing to this, to saving the water, you know. Because I couldn't
Eunice
find
talks
little
about the making of the miniature jingles for the
so,
dress.
And that's what took me so long to get this made, was trying to find the little jingles. So, one of my nieces actually suggested that I take a big jingle and cut it down the size to the size that I wanted, and then I did that, and there is a lot of jingles on this dress, so it's like, it took a little while and a couple cuts and metal pokes and stuff like that, you know, but it turned out pretty good. It was worth it, you know. So I guess that put my blood into my work.
Eunice explains about putting positive energy into each of her dolls.
I try not to do them, work on them when I'm not in a positive mind, I guess. You know, I don't want to put any negative energy into it. So I try to work on them until I feel better, or I feel more positive, or I'm not so stressed out about stuff, you know, because I don't want that energy into my dolls. I don't make myself outfits, so I kind of like do that with my dolls, you know. Because I always, you know, wanted to be a jingle dress dancer. So, and now I can't do it. But I had the dream, but I just physically I can't do it. And so I put that into this doll and into this dress, and I used to be a fancy dance shawl dancer, and that's kind of what I wanted with her too. I don't know, I guess I just put myself into them, you know. It's a positive energy that they're gonna feel too. At least I try to make that happen.
Eunice talks about one of her latest creations named Sweeping Sally.
Sweeping Sally is a broom. And I wish I would have remembered her. But I have her hanging up in my basement now. She has like a regular broom, and she has a little hook on it, and you can hang that one. But I turned her into a little native broom doll. But yeah, she has her little traditional ribbon skirt and some beadwork, and I decorated their broomstick with a bunch of bling. And so I like that one. Hopefully nobody uses it to sweep the floor. Well, thank you for listening. No, I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did, and whoever gets these dolls, you know, I really, really hope they bring you the joy that it does me, and that you take good care of them. But Giguwa ba men? Menua.
Oh.